Get back. Okay, I think I see everyone there.
Oh, dude. Okay, so that was just the beginning of the recording right there with Miguel setting up his webcam. I was trying to sneak it in, but okay. So if you're watching this recorded, whenever this is posted on YouTube, welcome to the first ever UTSA football Google Hangout. I've got Don, Gonzo, Mark, Miguel, and myself here, and we should be joined by a couple more in a little bit. So it should be pretty fun. I don't have a script or anything. We're just gonna go around the room and just talk sports and shit. So I guess to start off, is there anyone in this hangout that thinks Tucker Carter should be the starter on Saturday?
Well,
No.
Is there an injury to Bogey I don't know about?
Is there what?
Is there an injury to Bogey I don't know about? Because if not, then no.
Exactly.
No.
All right, so we're all in agreement there.
Don't you just think though that this is the game that if you lose, you kind of throw your hands up in the air and you start developing players next year. We didn't see Carter get a lot of snaps last year. You know what I mean? And they might not want to make that same mistake with Bogey. So.
Right. I agree.
That's all I needed to see in the spring game from Carter.
Yeah.
I left that spring game feeling like, if they can't get the quarterback situation settled before the season started, we were going to be in trouble. And lo and behold, we're 1-4.
Yeah.
Well, and at the end of last season, how many of us were wanting to see Conk in the spring anyway?
Yeah, well, Conk isn't looking too good enough.
I cried.
Oh, what happened?
I don't know, Matt messed something up.
Who's there? Look at all those pretty faces down there. All right.
Okay, now I see everyone.
Hey, Matt.
Hey, what's up?
Look at that.
Not much. I'm trying to tweet out the link to this thing. It's been a struggle.
What's going on, Mac?
Yeah, what's up, man? How are you?
Chilling.
All right, so just to get you up to speed, Matt, we don't have like a script or anything. Just completely bullshitting. So if you want to bring anything up, just let me know and we'll roll with it.
Hey, one second. I'm gonna get my mic plugged into my computer and do video through that and the audio through my computer.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Cool.
Hey, yo, how's the weather down there in San Antonio and Austin or wherever?
Weather in Austin's good.
October and it's hot as hell.
Hot.
Yeah, record high, I think, right?
Close to it.
Yeah, it's starting to get chilly over here with like high 50s, low 70s, and it's gonna get cooler than that actually.
And you're one lucky FOB, man.
I don't know. I kind of miss the hot weather, but
Well, you say that till you have to go through a northern winter.
I hate cold weather.
Four Midwestern winters. I don't miss scraping ice and shoveling sidewalks and stuff.
Yeah, it's horrible.
That's what a friend of mine was telling me. You see this postcard kind of snow scene, but nobody talks about the mud it makes when it melts, or the snow chains, or all the precautionary, things you have to do. For snow.
High insurance.
I'd rather just sweat my ass off.
Yeah. Am I coming through on this all right?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, I'm just tweeting out the link right now.
Anybody got Andrew Luck playing in this game?
I actually sat it. I'm starting to think that might have been a mistake.
I thought you were talking to me.
I started him
You started him?
over Matt Ryan.
Oh, no, that was smart. But see, I got Russell Wilson playing Dallas on Sunday, so.
Oh.
I
All right.
I just messing.
This is a UTSA podcast.
We're gonna leave the Cowboys. We're gonna leave the NFL out of this.
Or group chat. Yeah, please do. I joke with everybody at work. I say, I know the clock's going to strike midnight for the Cowboys, and it's going to turn back into a pumpkin, and they're going to be the Cowboys. But I'm just going to enjoy this while it's going on right now. So
I'm torn on whether or not to enjoy it because, like you said, we know what's going to happen.
Yeah,
you know
it's coming. Yeah. But might as well get something out of the season.
Well, if they win on Sunday, can they be my side piece?
Yeah. Hey, so I heard a lot of people talking about the poor communication between the Alamo Dome and just everybody else in general, changing times for when the gates to open for tailgating and all this other mess. Anybody having a mess with that as far as getting their tailgate set up? Oh yeah.
Well, I just thought it was pretty insulting that they're coming in trying to push back our tailgating hours a couple weeks after trying to use us to show off to the Raiders.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was foul.
I think the Alamo Dome employees were just trying to get away with being lazy.
They
Just
suck.
didn't want to show up to work early.
Well, we know who was pretty upset was Matty, so hopefully he can get on here and give us his opinion. But
yeah, Matty said he would be on around 8:30.
Yeah,
He'll definitely.
But it's true though. People, they rearrange their entire schedules around being able to do have everything planned and ready to go on that Saturday. For them to come out, a couple of days before Saturday and say, hey, you know what? Screw 8 o'clock. Just open them up at 12. And like Jared says, they're probably right. How many Alamo Dome, parking tenants want to be there at 8 o'clock in the morning? So what? 2 o'clock? I don't know how long they stay out there after, or actually, they have to stay till 6? Yeah. About 2 hours at least.
I mean, it sounds like a badass Saturday night, really. You go to the game, you drink, and then you just go downtown afterwards. And you either go downtown to drink your sorrows away or to celebrate. But either way, you just go downtown and drink afterwards.
It's to celebrate.
Yeah. Man, I am. Adam's been sitting those pits.
Just tell me where y'all are going afterwards. I'm going to be there.
And Adam has those predictions, those Cooler Chronicle predictions. I told JP, I said, I'm getting tired of picking those things because I'm wrong every time. I don't know what to expect, and it's just like I throw my hands up in the air like I don't know what the hell to expect from that team or the coaching staff or just everybody week to week. So I'm no more predictions for me.
What happened to Mark?
That's a good question. Yeah, I'm just anticipating people dropping in and out.
Yeah, Jeff's coming in now.
Wait, we got 2 Matts now? What's going on here?
Are y'all hearing me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is my first time doing this thing, so it's going to be a work in progress.
Oh, no. Okay, it's 2 Matts because I got my computer going and then my phone going.
Oh, I see.
There's an app you can install on the screen here, and you can use it to draw on people.
Oh, nice.
We're drawing Gonzo here. Oh, you have to install it. I can't draw on y'all yet.
Use app.
I used it.
All right,
you want to draw. Yeah, you know you do.
Not much to say, man. Just I've been reading the blogs, on the message boards, trying to see the tweets when I can.
When your girl lets you, right?
Yeah, I mean, my girl, we spending time together on weekends, so it's hard for me to get on my phone. I barely can check the scores of the game, but
that's not acceptable, man.
Well, I mean, I'm sure it's hard to pick the game up out there, isn't it?
Then there's that too, being able to watch the game out here. as well. You know, some games that have been nationally broadcasted, like on FS1, that's different. But even then, a girl just wants to go do stuff and spend time with her. I think once like I bring her out to a game, like either here, like I don't know, University of Maryland game, like, and then once we get down to San Antonio for Thanksgiving for the UNT game, I think she'll kind of understand more why I like football and why I like to follow it. But
Is she
we'll
a
see.
soccer fan?
She does like soccer. She likes soccer more than football, American football. But
Yeah, that's what I figured.
I still don't. I just don't think that she even has like a favorite team right now. But
Yeah.
All right, so let's get started with some juicy UTSA hot takes. So I think what we should do is let's start with the offense, and let's just go around the room, and everyone just throw in what they think is the number one problem with the offense. Like, if you could fix one thing overnight to help create a win on Saturday, what's that one thing that you would change? So, whoever wants to go first, just hop on it.
Play calling.
Yeah.
O-line assignments.
I agree with the play calling for sure. That we don't need that gimmick stuff. I think we've got the athletes to execute. Keep it between the hash marks, and I don't know why we're not running quick slants for those grub boys. Just quick 6-7 yard pickups. You've got the personnel to move people in that quick. I don't want to see Cam Jones be a running back. He's a receiver.
Yeah.
So I guess I agree with the play calling for sure.
Why does every time we try to get the ball in Cam Jones' hand have to be some kind of trick play?
Yeah, it's a gadget play every time.
It's a gadget play, and it's so predictable.
There's definitely a lot of truth to what Gonzo was saying, because the first two games, when I think we were having probably our most success on offense, was when Grubb and Armstrong were being used on those little plays in the middle of the field, using the routes to get them open and make quick catches. And those two were leading through the first two games, I believe.
Yeah.
And Cat. Yeah.
What's that?
I also think we can be a bit too timid on play calling. Like, once we get hit in the mouth, we never do that again. Like, we just completely scrap that from the playbook from there on out, and we don't just try and get something working to get an identity.
Yeah, people say that the offensive play calling has been conservative, and it definitely has. But I don't think it's been like overly conservative, because they have tried to take some chances, but it seems like every time they try to take a chance, it's just a bad time to do it. Like, 3rd and 1, and you're gonna run Wildcat.
Yes.
Or you're in the red zone and you want to run a
That play ruined my week last week.
Quarterbacks also.
That ruined my week.
I see screen passes as like foul language. If you just maybe people can't find the right word, you use a foul word or whatever. And so same thing with play calling. If you can't figure shit out, it's just let's just throw a screen pass. And as going back to the Cowboys, as a Cowboys fan, we see so many 3rd and 15 screen pass, and when you start seeing those from UTSA, and that's what really sucks too. I mean, when you start seeing, we had confidence in this coaching staff, and our questions were with the players, who was going to execute and who would be on the field. I didn't think we'd be talking about the coaching staff 4 or 5 weeks into the season.
Yeah, my faith in the coaching staff has been severely rattled this season for a lot of reasons. I mean, the play calling has been bad for sure, but I think
personnel choices.
Yeah, the personnel choices is what really bothers me, especially whenever they pulled Bogey out of the game for that interception to put Carter in. I can't handle that.
No.
What the hell was that? It was just stupid.
No, we're definitely not getting. I don't think we're getting the best players out on the field. And if they're going to be putting this line out about the Carter injury, then I think they should just bench him. And if they want to come out later and say no, starters don't lose their job to injuries, we can deal with that then. But if he's injured, bench him. Let Bogey play.
I don't think he's really all that injured.
That's what I was about to get into.
Yeah, I think that's
using
obvious.
that. I think they're using that as an excuse.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like that kid in Wisconsin.
As bad as the play calling's been, there's been two different playbooks between the two different quarterbacks. The play calling's been really conservative when Tucker's in the game, and I don't know if it's just the difference in the quarterback taking more chances, but when Bogey's in the game, he definitely takes more chances than Carter does. Now, I agree with Gonzo when he says, the whole screen pass, throwing the little flare-outs and whatnot to the receivers really don't get you much. But Carter doing it and Bogey doing it, you get totally different results. So, as bad as the play calling's been, it's been much with Carter in the game compared to Bogey. That's just from what I've seen. But, that's not perfect. I just want to see Carter bench, to be honest with you. I'm not.
Well, you guys saw the polls. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, the polls don't lie. So I'm not a big conspiracy theory guy, but I do have a conspiracy theory about this Carter injury. I think that he, sprained his shoulder or something against Oklahoma State, sure. I think they're bringing it back up now to kind of give the guy a graceful exit because I think they're totally planning on starting Bogey on Saturday.
So do I.
I think they're doing
shoulder against Arizona.
What's that?
He shared the shoulder against Arizona. That's what he set out 2 days of practice that week, remember?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So I just don't see it as like a nagging injury that's making a huge difference in his ability to throw the football.
Well, it was like that kid at Wisconsin. They said had a shoulder injury. That it turned out he had the Chuck Knobloch yips.
Yeah.
Did I just hear a Chuck Knobloch reference?
That's right.
Hey, Texas A&M's finest.
Knobloch's an A&M guy?
Yeah.
Oh, no way. I didn't know that.
A
Everything
steroid
makes
user
sense.
and a wife beater and
and couldn't hit first base from second.
All that good shit.
yeah, I needed a cutoff man from second base.
Dude, can we take a minute to talk about how epic Jeff's library is? Man.
What is this?
Yeah, I see law school books up there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're not worth anything after you're done reading them, so. Not that I ever read any.
Oh yeah, look at that. That's your study.
It's really not as impressive as it looks.
All right, so what do you guys think the problem with the offensive line is? I mean, those guys just look like a different unit from last year.
Yeah,
I can't
5
figure it
sacks.
out for the life of me.
I think some of it might be talent.
I think a couple of them are injured.
Yeah, I can see
I
that.
don't think Leonard's recovered completely from that foot injury he had in the spring. Inskeep came up lame at the end of the FAU game with his elbow. Josh Walker, of course, he was out the first, 2 games or 1.5 games, and he hasn't looked like himself from last year either.
For sure.
So, Cody Harris is the only one that's been really healthy all year, and they just blew past him last Saturday. So, you don't want to use injuries as an excuse, but, it is what it is. I don't think they're all completely healthy.
UTSA doesn't have a lot of depth on the offensive line, so they're probably going to play guys hurt. If
Yeah.
there's one place on the field where hurt players are going to play, it's got to be on the OL.
And then you've got some seniors that are being loyal to too.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Leonard's foot would have to fall off for them to bench him, not just because of a depth issue either.
Yeah, it's like his start streak is kind of turning into a joke because it's like, well, how many of the past 10 of those have been quality starts, I don't know. I think Leonard's been the worst player on offense this year, which sucks because he's one of my favorite players and he's an awesome dude, but...
Yeah, he seems like a great kid, but, I mean, come on.
Yeah, there's definitely a loyalty thing going on here. That's, you guys all feel it. There's definitely something there going on. And
just using the quarterbacks as an example, like I'd really like to see in a game the Carter that beats out the Bogey we see in a game in practice,
Right. Yeah, it makes me curious what these guys look like in practice because they don't open it up to the media, which, I'm getting sick of, honestly.
We got to figure out some way around that. Get one of those drones
Yeah, that's what I was gonna suggest. The drones.
I tweeted Rowdy Talk about something about that for their show, but they didn't answer. They didn't address it in their show, but whatever. But I said
You're too
something
busy
about that.
answering your phone calls.
Dude,
That was good.
I was fucking dying, man. Whenever they read out that 5-minute voicemail you left,
Damn.
that was just the most Miguel move ever.
It was like 2 minutes. I saw it. It was like 2 minutes, but it might have felt like 5 minutes.
Well, I laughed for 5 minutes, so I don't.
Oh, man.
But yeah, I think that there's something there that the staff there just isn't allowing like the guys from like the pay sites like IRS, Inside UTSA to be there long.
Anybody.
Like my SA can't be there, or San Antonio Express. I mean.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, all they get is interviews now. They don't get they used to at least get 30 minutes either at the beginning or at the end of practice. Not even getting that.
Yeah, I talked to Javi, and Javi said all they get, they don't get any practice availability anymore. All they get is like a short window after practice once a week to get quotes from the players.
Also, they make it hard to get the interviews. We have to submit anybody we want to talk to a request Sunday night before 9 o'clock. And if you don't get it in there, and if you don't get it at that time, you don't get them for the week.
What is it? It's got to go through the postal service or what? Like, they don't want to pay 2-day shipping.
You gotta dust off a fax machine.
Get it verified signature that it arrived, and
Has it always been that
so
way?
yeah.
Has it always been
like
that way?
it was like that last year as well.
I think I read it like that on the media guides when they publish them. Do they have a certain time to put a request in for interviews and such?
Yeah, I wonder how the big time programs handle that. I'm sure because like they would get such a big batch coming at once. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. We got to keep in mind that UTSA is a new football team, but it's also a new football program. So a lot of these things that seem so minor, like coordinating the opening of the tailgate lots with the Alamo Dome, I mean, they're still learning how to do that. They're still building relationships with the city and all that. So, we just got to probably cut them some more slack.
And also, yeah, when the bigger programs, I mean, the media just has more leverage from the fan base to be able to get them to open the practice than we can generate, Like if things are,
It's tough to kind of be big time like Mac Brown used to be. I'll answer that for Chris.
Start practicing in a giant bubble.
yeah.
Yeah.
Next topic.
Hey, it's up to y'all, man. I'm just putting this together. I've got no script, so whatever y'all want to talk about, the floor is open.
What about the defense giving up all these big ass plays?
What was that?
What's that?
What about the defense giving up all these big plays?
Yeah, man.
Why is that creeping back in?
Yeah, just when we figured out, we got the cornerback situation figured out. Here it comes again, with just not executing right plays, being, having that 10-yard cushion again, and I don't know what happened. I don't know how that regressed.
Remember how
Has that ever not been a problem?
well, you remember when Okacha first
Yeah,
came
dude.
in last year?
You know
made a
that
big
5-game winning streak. That 5-game winning streak that we ended the season on last year, the cornerbacks were pretty solid throughout that whole streak.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Right.
I mean, it's the same guys. Like, I don't see what the difference is. Same coach.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Crosby Adams' injury or whatever, I think, has really messed him up, which seems to have really thrown the unit off.
That's true. He had a nice pass breakup last game.
But he was collecting them in the Houston game. I felt like that was probably one of his best performances I've seen.
Yeah, I think so.
Who's been the most underperforming secondary player?
Bennett, just from his talent level, I think.
That's true. Yeah.
He was a lot
If you
more.
have realistic expectations for Bennett, I think he's severely underperforming.
Yes. I agree.
Especially compared to where he was at Like he got beat once or twice early in the Houston game, and then he just shut Greenberry down after that.
Yep.
But now, in perspective, how good was Houston though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I agree though.
He doesn't carry much clout anymore.
But Bennett's my favorite player on the team.
I wanted to believe. Tristan Wade's my favorite player, and I believe if he had 15 more pounds on him, he'd just be dangerous. But yeah, I wanted Okacha, and I guess I bought into everything. Oh, he's coming from Oklahoma. That's where he came from. And see, we saw good things from him last year, but then this year, and you always kind of write off, oh, he had a bad game. But then, oh, we had another bad game. Oh, well, they keep throwing at him over and over and over. So it's unfortunate because I like the kid.
He also
that's hurting them, or is it just the players themselves? Because I know everyone keeps talking about, especially the guys doing commentating on the state game about they won't turn around and look for the ball. They continue. Teams see that, and they're gonna throw the actual feed. They're gonna throw it deep, just let the receivers go after it. Now, cornerbacks continue to just keep their heads turned away from it. They don't look good. I'm pretty sure that's coach. Is it because they just can't do it, or that's part of their regression there? It doesn't help them.
Yeah, I think if I'm an offensive coordinator for a team that's going to play UTSA, I go in with a deep ball game plan because part of the reason is because they give up so many pass interferences. I mean, you're due for 3 or 4 15-yard gains for free each game.
Mm-hmm. That's very true.
Sad, but it's true, man.
And we're getting a reputation for it because even on balls that probably aren't going to be catchable, we're still going to – the offensive player is going to get the edge on us now.
I just received word that the Texans are just getting destroyed. Is that true? Is anyone watching that game?
Yeah, I've got it right here. It's 24-10.
Okay.
It's their commercial. They're coming back.
I hope I don't regret.
And what about – what was that, Don?
I said I hope I don't regret sitting Luck. Shit.
Hey, what about this Gurley situation?
Oh,
and Reddit
yeah.
breaking the news on it probably 12 days ago.
Yeah, I read that topic on Reddit just whenever it was posted, and I was like, oh, man, like this sounds like way too detailed to not have some proof to it. So, are all you guys familiar with what happened with Todd Gurley?
No.
What?
All right, so he's suspended for the rest of the year because he's under investigation for getting paid for signing autographs. And if you go on eBay and you type in Todd Gurley autograph, there's like 250 results. He was only getting paid like $2 per autograph for like $400 or something.
Oh yeah, I saw that, and there was like some like verified list of items, and there were like 250 jerseys like in a row that were signed and autographed, and I think he got paid. I forgot what he got paid, but yeah, I saw some headlines here, there, but not enough to really put the story together.
Yeah, so some guy on Reddit 12 days ago, he was doing an AMA and Ask Me Anything, and he was like an autograph dude, like one of those shady like Johnny Manziel type, Jameis Winston types that they'll pay the kid under the table for the autograph and then sell it online. And he didn't come out and say Todd Gurley, but he pretty clearly hinted that it was him. So it was pretty interesting to watch that unfold. Do all you guys think?
And, and Georgia's selling his jersey on the website.
Oh, of course, Someone had a great tweet, and they're like, all right, so Todd Gurley made like $400 from selling these tickets. That wouldn't even buy 2 like great seats to watch him play in a Georgia game. And he's going to get suspended,
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh, well, someone brought up a great point. He's not going to get hit again this year, and he'll be a first-round pick next year.
That's a really
that's
good
not
point.
draft prospects at all.
He's just going to work out now for the combine.
Yeah.
It was like the deal with Clowney last year with the injury.
Yeah,
Really
he was
hard to
hurt.
roll.
Yeah. Oh, someone's dog's trying to hop on the Hangout.
Hold on, that's mine.
Hot takes.
Hold on.
Well, what was that? Bogey needs to start? What?
Hey, but don't you think with all how grumpy we are with this team right now? I mean, this is kind of part of the fandom that tells you that we've arrived, that we're unhappy with it. You know, we're butthurt about something.
Oh, that was my elevator moment the other day. Some air conditioning elevator ride bitching.
Hey, you're breaking out. Could you run that back?
Oh yeah, that was my elevator moment the other day. You know, the guy gets on with the hat, and we spend the whole elevator ride bitching about how bad the offense is, and it's like, hey, we've arrived.
Right? Yeah, it's just
now we just yeah. Now all we need to do is just get busted and be on probation by the NCAA.
That's coming.
Yeah, we made it.
Who's paying the recruits, man?
Middleton.
No.
He's in a study right now writing checks. Look at that.
But seriously, who writes checks anymore?
Buying
just gave $100 hint.
recruits lunch at B&D.
Yeah. Do what? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the kids are going to come on their official visits and just start walking around Lot B and getting those $100 handshakes. Just like in
Lot
the
B.
Grove, man.
You might see.
Hey, so what happened? Someone invited recruits' parents to a tailgate. What went on with this? I saw some tweets here and there about it. Did someone get in trouble or something?
I don't know. I didn't hear anything about that.
Oh, okay.
That never happened.
So somebody tweeted something about not officially inviting recruits' parents or something like that.
Yeah, like they can show up to your tailgate and they can your
Uh-oh.
Kind of broke up there, Jared.
food them and invite them.
Yeah, I think it's still just a problem where people don't know the rules. And
Fuck.
Well, that's good.
Well,
Texas
you know, how
stuff.
can you expect the average fan to know the rules?
well, it comes in the
There's so many
front of
rules
your-
and they're so complex. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. If you got a question, ask Brandon.
yeah. I mean, if you have any doubt, just don't do it, because if you're doubting it, then it's probably against the NCAA rules.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got my hands slapped first for something stupid.
You what?
I got my hand slapped for something stupid the first season.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
There's a player's parent, but it's somebody I'd known for like 10 years.
Well, you know, I
gave him all some water or whatever, and I guess Brandon's predecessor told me later I can't do that. So.
It's a pre-existing relationship, man.
I know.
Yeah.
That's why I said it wasn't a big deal, but
Yeah.
it was a question.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you know, Michael Agagu.
Yeah.
I always butcher his name. He kind of got me in trouble with Kyle Stevens and Brian Hernandez because he was DMing with me about coming on the show, and you know we'd play some of his music and we'd talk or whatever. But that has to be set up through the athletic department. That I just can't invite him and he shows up, and that goes for the off season too, because they're under scholarship for 4 years or whatever. So he went to Brian to tell him like, yeah, I'm going to be on the show. I'm going to do this, and I'm like, and then Brian contacts me and says, hey, what's going on here? And I'm like, I don't know. We're DMing back and forth, just talking, and then, you know, I told him I have to go through you, and so it kind of made me look bad, but from there on, I kind of just stepped back from it. And because, you know, when I went to go pick up media passes earlier this year, Brian was closing his house. And I just thought as a good gesture, I would stop at like Home Depot and get like a $20 gift card and just show up and give it to him, like, you know, happy housewarming or whatever. But I was scared to give him a $20 Home Depot card. So I'm like, is this an NCAA violation since I'm media and you are part of it? I mean, can I give this to you? So you definitely walk on eggshells at times.
Is that what got you blocked by Tristan Wade with some of these DM things you do?
You know, Tristan Wade never gave me a chance. I mean, I could feel like if we like interacted and then he hated me and then he blocked, like we never got a chance, and that's what really bothered me. I think we could really have something.
I think he's a preemptive blocker.
Yeah, and maybe that's good on him. Maybe that's good on him.
Yeah, I've started doing the preemptive block on Twitter, man, because like with the fan base expanding, we're getting a lot of new fans that, you know, probably didn't even go to UTSA, and some of them are just real assholes, man. So they'll follow me, and I'll click on their tweets, and I'm like, I don't want to read what this guy has to say.
Hey, easy on the non-UTSA students here.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
My wife's a student, so.
Right. Maybe what I meant was that they're uneducated, not necessarily that they were educated at UTSA or not, but just some dumbasses, man. I'm not trying to deal with that shit.
Hey, we'll take that money.
Yeah, for sure. I just don't have to follow them on Twitter, you know. You guys think we have a chance this Saturday? Do you think the team is going to surge back into contention, or are we done for?
They'll win this one.
We have a chance.
I think. God damn it! I said the same thing last week. Oh, they'll win. The question is, you know, who's gonna win it and how are we gonna win it? And I'm saying the same thing now. I'm catching myself, and maybe I shouldn't be talking about it all.
Depends on who starts at quarterback.
Who keeps moving their laptop?
Yeah, what's going on there?
I'm just typing. Is that what it is?
Are you a really rough typer or what?
Sounded like a
It's on
hurricane.
the laptop. It's right here. I don't know where the microphone is on this thing.
Breaking out the Selectric to type on.
Hey, here, I learned to type on this electric.
So did I.
That was my dad's job. He was a typewriter repairman.
Hey, I still have a working one in my office.
I'll bet you do.
That this team is just gonna come back and prove us wrong, you know? Just they've done it so many
I hope
times.
so.
Before.
I
I hope so, but man, I don't know. The offense has never been this anemic, so who knows?
This is true. That's what Coker said.
If
But
Bogey starts,
If Bogey starts, I think they have a better chance.
Yeah, I think so too.
if Bogey starts, what do you think he ends up with TDs interception-wise? I think he ends up one or two TDs back from the
One
interception.
interception. He's going to end up with at least one interception because he's going to take chances that Tucker won't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And he's going to be under pressure.
16 to Cam, that would have got picked if that had been Carter trying to make that pass.
I agree.
That shit was barely there, you know. And then, but that pass that did get intercepted by New Mexico was a bad fucking
A bad snap?
snap. It was to his right. He had to turn and catch it back.
Yeah, there were terrible snaps everywhere.
Josiah had told him that his guy was blitzing.
Right. That was the first thing I noticed on that play, and I was glad to hear that other people saw that too, so I wasn't crazy.
He told him his guy was blitzing, so he expected that guy to be coming. So when he turned, caught the ball, and came back, he didn't even look. He didn't even think about reading. He just let it fly. And by the time he let it go, you can tell by his expression, he was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah.
So, you know, but he's gonna take chances that Tucker won't. So he'll at least have one interception if he plays. Maybe
Yeah,
two.
I think 2 touchdowns and 1 interception is probably accurate.
Yeah. And honestly, I'm gonna say at this point, I'm way more upset that Kerry Thomas's red shirt was burned than his.
Yeah. And the most frustrating thing is every week, Coker goes on that radio show, and every week he talks up Kerry Thomas, and he says, "We need to get this kid involved. We need to get him more snaps." And they never do it.
Put him in.
Just let the damn kid shine, man. He can play.
It's coming. It's coming.
Yeah, 10-man wide receiver rotation.
He's the most. I think he's the most explosive player on the roster by the time he leaves.
Yeah, I could see him setting, career reception records at UTSA. Granted, those numbers probably aren't pretty high, but
Yeah, like 100.
right. Hell, he could do it by his junior year probably, because that
Mm.
rotation, his sophomore year next year, it's going to be a tight rotation. 'Cause they're not going to have bodies anymore.
Nope. He's gonna be good, I think.
How good is FIU's defensive line? I mean, we were talking about worrying about the O line, and how many times is Bogey going to have to scramble under pressure anyway?
Yeah, he's definitely going to have his fair share. I mean, we'll see what the offensive line looks like. But, maybe on a couple of plays, he's going to hit pay dirt and run for 40, 50 yards because he has the speed to do it.
It's true.
Just a matter of what FIU schemes look like.
Apparently, they've been playing the YouTube highlight video from last year over and over and over for motivation.
Yeah, and, I was amused because that's actually a fan-made video. That's not like an official UTSA one. And I'm like,
I didn't know that.
does FIU even have fans to make videos? So I don't know why they're going to talk shit to us about that.
Come on, Trent.
Your coach letting the Texans back in the game.
Oh,
That's good.
so what has been your impressions of Conference USA so far through conference play? Some surprises you might have, just expectations. Who you think's going to surprise people? I mean, whatever.
I'm pretty surprised about UAB. Really, so far, I thought Southern Miss would be better before them, really. But this coach has came in, and I don't know. I haven't watched any of their games, but from what I've read, he's got a new offense in there that the team's like really built well for, and they're executing well. Mistake-free.
I like what UAB has done because Bill Clark came in there and he didn't have the attitude of, we're going to build this program up, we're going to go day by day. He came in with winning expectations from day one. I think that's really impressive, And he is lucky because most of UAB's top talent, like Nelson and what's that other receiver that's pretty good? I can't remember. But, in most cases, those guys probably would have transferred whenever the coach got fired, but they stuck around. So he got pretty fortunate there.
Well, the coach didn't get fired. He left to take an offensive coordinator position at Louisville.
Right. Yeah, so he was going to get fired.
Yeah.
I like the idea of teams that we thought were going to suck, like FIU being better than we thought. I mean, I don't like the idea of there being just a pit at the bottom of the conference.
Yeah.
I mean, if you really do run the risk of, say, hey, if we don't come in on our A game, anybody can beat anybody in this league, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, because if you do get a really good team like Marshall is that runs the table through that tougher type of conference, that makes a better case for whoever wins the conference to get a chance at getting to the top of that G5 position,
Mm-hmm.
So as much as I hated losing to FAU, I think ultimately it's probably good for the conference.
Yeah.
Definitely, especially because our conference went undefeated against the other G5s. Oh, wait, no, there was one loss last week, right?
Wyoming beat FAU, and New Mexico beat us.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, obviously, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, they were still
17-2
17-2 or something like that.
Yeah.
Pretty fun. But then, on the other hand, we didn't beat a single Power 5 program. We had a lot of close calls, but no one went through and beat one of those big-time teams, whereas, like, the Mountain West had some wins over the P5.
The MAC.
And I think the AAC had a handful. So it's hard to really tell where Conference USA stands in that, group of 5 power ranking. Obviously, they're pretty high at the top, but it's just hard to get
it's one of those things because, early season games, team hasn't figured anything out yet, maybe, and to me, it's sometimes easier to tell when you get those bowl games against other teams, because it's like figured out where if there's no interim coaches or anything stupid like that, then you probably figured out who you are as a team, and you're probably playing your best football of the year at that point anyway.
Do you guys think Marshall's gonna win out, or do you think someone's gonna hit him off?
I think it surprised me.
I think tomorrow night's the best shot with MTSU.
For sure. Yeah, I think if he doesn't beat them, I feel like they're gonna lose one of their games on the road. I mean, even maybe Southern Miss can pull it off. Just I think it's their last game of the regular season.
They'll put a crowd in there too.
For sure.
They because they revel in they just like love having knocked off Houston in 2011. That's
who doesn't love being a spoiler, you know?
Yeah.
Well, that was their last big win for like the past 3 or 4 years.
Yep. Hey, speaking of Houston, do they ever schedule us again?
I don't think so.
Who?
Would you schedule us?
Nope.
No. That's the same reason I wouldn't schedule Incarnate Word.
Yeah.
We went into their stadium and snatched their finish, man. They ain't ever gonna schedule us again.
Well, before the game, Lynn said that they did want to schedule us again, but I bet that's changed after.
Yeah, after the loss.
I would love it.
My favorite
Yeah,
part of the whole game was at the very end when they finally scored and they had that one flaccid firework go off in the end zone.
I loved it.
I want them guys.
Around the thing with the flag. I'm like, really?
Yeah, he looks so sad while running with that flag.
Hey,
What the?
What was that?
I just took a picture.
Derek took a picture. I didn't consent to that.
Paparazzi.
I didn't consent to that.
I took it on Jeff. He's the best looking one out of all of us. And he's got the badass study, so congrats.
Rich mahogany.
Straight out of a Satel's ad.
It's what, Matt? Mark?
It says straight out of a Satel's ad.
That's funny.
Speaking of high fashion, did you see me and Jared on TV?
With the orange pants.
OPC.
The Orange Pants Coalition.
Orange pants, man. For real. Where
I
can a
got
black
some
man
orange
wear
cargo
pants
shorts.
that look right?
What?
So where can a black man with a big ass get some pants that look okay?
Out of the wardrobe from a De La Soul video.
Like a Tribe Called Quest and shit.
Yeah. Parachute pants or whatever.
Hey, I'm old enough. I remember those.
Do you guys think that any of the freshmen outside of Bogenschutz and Thomas are going to see more playing time this season, or did they just get the Houston game and then that was it?
Well, Davenport.
Well, yeah, Davenport obviously is in the rotation, but
Dye's gone. I don't know. I haven't
get that.
seen him on
Yeah, what happened to Dye?
kickoffs or anything, special teams or anything.
My question is, can't you still consider them a red shirt if they only play like a minimal amount?
yeah, I think they have to play under
Ah.
3 games and like less than 30 snaps or something like that.
Something like that, right? I don't think we see Dye again.
I wish we would, man. I think that he's as good as Starling, if not better.
Oh,
Granted,
yeah.
I only saw him play on 2 drives, so small sample size. I don't know. This is why I want the media to be in practice so they can tell us either, yeah, this Dye kid's legit, or he's talented but he's got a way to go.
We're gonna keep seeing gains.
For next year, I know that.
Yeah, Gaines is on the depth chart, and
Jupy.
Justin Todd's on the depth chart as well, but he hasn't played.
Which I like.
Yeah.
What did you say about Jupy? Who said something about Jupy?
I want to see Jupy.
Yeah, me too.
Oh,
Definitely.
yeah, I'm excited about him.
Mm-hmm.
I get worried about the secondary, and then I remember, oh, yeah, we're going to get him
Yeah.
next year, so that should help out.
His family was at the game.
Yeah, his mom's a good friend of ours. I worked with his mom for about 4 or 5 years, and JP still does. And I work with his mom. We've known him since like elementary school or middle school probably. So
Yeah, I had him on the show a few times, right?
yeah, he came while he was in high school, and it was kind of cool because he told us how the recruiting thing, what it's like for coaches to be in your living room and shit like that.
Yeah.
So I mean, when he was committing to Baylor, we were just kind of like, man, that would be cool if he went to UTSA, and so it's kind of cool that now that it's happened, we're excited for it to happen.
I know when it first announced he was coming to the team, Jared said that he thought it was going to be really big for San Antonio recruiting to get him here.
Yeah,
He's
for
got
sure.
he's got a brother too that's playing.
Yeah, he's a sophomore or junior, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the is it Jupe or Jupy? I've been over this, but I forgot.
Jupy.
Jupy. Yeah, it seems like they're real well connected, with the football community in San Antonio. So
Yeah, they're on travel track team. So in the summer they get in a van and just go across the country like at national track meets.
oh sweet.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so so he's definitely attuned to training and everything like that. So he's definitely an athlete, that's for sure.
Yeah. Do you guys think the 1-4 record is gonna encourage any of our commits to decommit and maybe flip to another program?
Man, I think that this could actually be a big boost to recruiting if some of our freshmen were getting playing time, because so many people like Trevor Spites and so many other of the borderline like upper 2-star, 3-star guys will be really looking at us going, we can beat those guys and we can be playing next year if they know that they're going to get a fair shot at playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 or 4
but if
Saturdays. They all seem to have a good chance despite the loss.
They all seem to love being there.
Yeah. That's a good venue.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
But
even
I
though, go ahead.
Oh, those kids are just thinking like, oh yeah, I can get there and beat people.
Right.
That's what Quan Shorts is thinking when he committed to UTSA,
For sure.
based off his tweets. That's exactly what he was thinking.
And it's true because our wide receivers are a little suspect.
Yeah, but if you look at Quan Short's huddle and you look at Kerry Thomas, would you say either one of them are better than the other?
No.
No.
Exactly. And Kerry Thomas, zero play.
We haven't seen any of Quan's senior stuff either. Or has he been posting it?
I think there's some out there.
I need to go look. I need to go look.
I mean, he's not getting a ton of catches because their wide receiving crew is so good that, I think each guy gets like 3 or 4 catches a game.
Mm.
But, yeah, I've seen some pretty impressive plays from him.
Yeah, he's still getting 2 touchdowns a game, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, that's what worries me about this whole thing about the seniors not losing their spots is if these recruits are thinking, well, hell, I'm going to have to wait, then maybe that does hurt us. And that's why I think it was Gonzo earlier said something about, if we did lose this game, that maybe that's the game where they finally decide just to blow it up. It's like, all right, let's just play everybody young and start thinking about next year.
Blow it up is such a bad word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, you can still be competitive and play your kids. There's plenty of teams that do it.
Yeah.
Well, I guess what I meant was blow up the 2 deep and just say, hey, everything's open now.
Well, yeah, I think after that last loss, they should have wiped the board clean on it. But I'm not a coach either, so.
If there were going to be 3 UTSA receivers that got the ball all game, who would you want those 3 receivers to be?
Cam, Grubb, Thomas.
Yes.
Like that.
I would say
Yeah.
Matt, Cam, and Grubb.
So I think we all agree that Grubb doesn't get the ball enough, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that. I think
If it's me,
dependable.
and you're gonna go 4 wide receiver set, you gotta go. I would go Cam and Grubb in the slot. I would quit putting Cam on the outside.
Yes.
You Kerry Thomas and Mac on the outside.
Is someone scratching their keyboard or something?
Yeah, what is that?
Mac again.
Jeff working, bro.
I'm sending a harsh email to the Alamo Dome. Air Mark.
Yo, Miguel's been real quiet on this chat, man.
Yeah, I'm a little worried.
I'm gonna flip in his video and make sure his hands are above his waist.
Hand check.
Nah, guys, I'm just listening to y'all. Trying to.
He never gets to talk UTSA football.
You know what it is? He's scripting that next voicemail.
Yeah, I'm thinking right now about the next voicemail to leave.
There you go.
I got sorry.
But well, yeah, that's one of the questions that I've been thinking about the young players, the young talent we have right now. I think there's been the question on should we be loyal to should the coaching staff be loyal to the seniors, or they should just should the give the young guys a chance to play. And I think they should get the best guys. They should just have the best guys out there. Loyalty should be thrown out the window now. Get the best guys out there. We've already 5 games into the season. We gotta I think we can salvage it, but I think the coaching staff just needs to. I don't know, just not, just kind of stop thinking about loyalty or something. I don't think we have the best guys out there right now. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I'm sure many of you all agree.
When Don tweeted that pic of Bogey about to get murdered on the field,
Oh man.
that kind of put things into focus for me.
Yeah.
No, Leonard's been doing that shit all fucking season.
But seeing it at that view, I was like, like.
Jared, honestly, how many times have I DM'd you about the offensive line?
Yeah, I know, but I mean, just that snapshot, it's like, man, that can't, like, I don't know, like the 30 when the stats went up. Jared was we were playing Destiny, and he was like, I already know the last one's gonna be about Nate's start streak.
Yeah.
I did the perfect none of my business beer sip right when you said that.
Yeah. That's none of my business.
Yeah, I don't think that the competition for playing time has been fair this season, because I just can't see Kerry Thomas not beating out some of these receivers, in open competition and practice, and same deal with the cornerbacks. I mean,
but now we see why
Nikhil Bailey's looking really good. Yeah, because Comp never got a shot to start. Yeah, I totally agree.
He knew he wasn't gonna get a fair shot.
Where did Lurch come from?
As bad as he's been.
What was that question? I just heard something. I didn't hear you say that.
Where did Lurch come from to get onto the 2 deep?
He was a walk-on from San Angelo or Houston or something. I don't know.
Pretty crazy.
Out of nowhere.
He doesn't look too bad though.
No, I mean he's making plays.
No, yeah, definitely. But like you said, walk on, beat on.
I think I think Kerry Thomas would make the same play given the situation, but once again,
2 inches taller and 15 pounds heavier.
How many routes have you seen Kerry Thomas run?
3.
I've seen 2. Maybe you saw one I didn't.
Yeah. Well, I think 2 because I saw him in the block one time. So that sounds right.
Damn it. He threw.
5 games in, that's sad.
Yep.
He beat the Houston corner twice on the fly routes.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, but every game, that's damn near the only route they run him on.
And yeah.
Now,
man.
He's gotten 2 behind.
I'm watching the Quan Shorts senior year video, and dude, this guy is filthy, man.
Yeah, he's leaving guys like 7 to 8 steps in the dust on something.
Yeah.
Not even close.
He has a kickoff return, and he just destroys this little kid, man. Just dismantles him.
He just dusts everyone.
Yep.
Yeah, Quan's the only one that I'm really worried about, of decommitting, from.
Oh, he's gone.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I think
Go ahead.
Dominates the Conference USA level, and I don't know, he might develop into something special at A&M, but also I don't know if he's beating out Ricky Seal-Jones and Speedy Knoll and all that.
Right.
Nah, that little 3-letter word will come in and swoop him up in January sometime. TCU.
Yeah, I want to go. Yeah, he's going to want to play with Boykin.
Yeah. I've been told that the only 3 schools that he would flip to are UT, A&M, and LSU. Now, whether he's going to stick to that statement or not, I don't know, but that's what I've been told.
I can handle that list.
Yeah, I don't think
I can stomach that.
I don't think he's that good.
No, I mean, but to lose a commit to them, better them than TCU.
Oh yeah, it happens.
Yeah, as long better than losing them to UNT or something, you know.
Right.
Which doesn't happen.
They're not loyal.
Yeah, what do you think is going to be the ramifications of the decommit from the CB that blew out his knee?
I think it happens all the time, honestly.
Yeah.
It's a business.
Part of the business, yep. You said it.
The only thing I can get bad about it is if that cornerback goes out and put some stuff out there that is supposed to be hush hush. Between him and the coaching staff, maybe something that was said by one coach, and then another coach comes in and says, "Oh, well, you know what? He wasn't authorized to say that," or whatever the case may be, and just make it look like turn into a really ugly situation. But as far as things like that happening, that happens every freaking year.
Yep.
I know MTSU had offered him.
And I'm sure UTSA's done it at some point. I'm sure. It might not have got out into the media, but I'm sure it's happened.
Yeah.
I think the thing to worry about, though, for them is that coaches talk. When you do stuff like that, people are going to know about it, and it's going to get around. So maybe they'll try to get a JUCO kid next year from that conference or whatever, and they're like, "Oh, well, you pulled that kid's offer last year, so I'm not going to tell my kid to go on a visit to your school because you might pull his offer too."
Yep.
Something to consider.
Yeah, that stuff can sting you back in the ass, like that. You strain relationships like that with coaching staffs.
Man, well, FAMU last signing period pulled like 6 kids scholarships the day of.
Like on signing day.
Yeah. Well, and then people seriously thought that like maybe the program was going under because then they weren't releasing a list of letters.
Yeah.
But no, they burned a lot of bridges that day.
I don't know how you can afford to do that as an HBCU, man. It seems like you're only recruiting in. It would be
it's tough enough for them as it is.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so what else do you guys want to talk about? We've been on for over an hour now.
Hey guys, I gotta bail out. My girls really want me to go talk to her.
Holla, bro.
She's like, "Come on."
Take us over there. Let's go. Let's go.
Take the laptop with me.
This is the PG.
Hey, I can invite her, man. What's her Gmail?
No, she ain't got no Gmail. She's got
Get
some
back and
Russian website.
Hey,
Website.
Max, start a campaign to get better Wi-Fi at the Alamo Dome. We'll start getting you in on Hangout at the games.
All right.
FaceTime.
I thought that Wi-Fi there, got improved like last season or something.
I don't know about you guys, but I've had a much easier time.
Yeah, it's been much better.
Yeah,
it's been much better.
But yeah, we'll
Now
see.
she can get out of the parking lot. Don't have to keep bringing my hotspot with me to the tailgate.
Yeah, that would be sweet. Having Wi-Fi out there, but I don't see it happening. Not anytime soon, at least. So.
What else you got playing with that trailer, Mark, for this year?
Oh yeah, I want to see this.
It looks great, man.
Yeah,
Is it a closed trailer or
do what now?
is it a closed trailer like with the TV and stuff? I didn't see it.
Yeah,
So
and so
Yeah, it's sick.
originally
It's
it was
awesome.
just to carry the gear because
yeah.
my brother and I aren't getting any older or any younger, so getting all the shit in the back of the pickup truck was starting to get old, and so
Yeah.
then it was they modified.
Man, your Tom Warner crap down.
Tap handle. We could have 2 kegs hooked up at the same time. And then I think he's going to put on the side that doesn't have the door for the TVs, he's going to put like a big Rowdy Head logo wrap type of thing on it. So,
Oh, shit.
so
Did you buy it here in town or did you build it or?
he bought the trailer, and then he and his buddy, the same dude that built the trailer barbecue pit that we have, he'd take it to the fire station and they'd work on it between calls. So
Sweet.
Yeah, we'll be right
Nice.
there. We're building the trailer.
Yeah. So they like he's got it at the station tonight, and he was sending me pics like they were, because they hadn't totally finished it yet. Like some of the wood backing stuff they were painting tonight and
Okay.
stuff like that. So I mean, yeah, they're still going along.
Nice. That's the next thing we need to.
But he did want to talk about wanting to take it out to some of the Saturday baseball games in the spring too. So
Yeah, that'll be fun.
We tailgate in Wolf Stadium Tuesday, March 24th for the A&M game.
well, that's where he wants to do that. He wants to do that one too because it's a big game. So
I'm gonna take off of work for that one, I think.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna definitely go up to Austin.
I'll see you there.
Yep,
yeah,
I'll
I'd
be-
like to go to that Austin one too.
Yeah, Dish Park looks great. I haven't been to it since the renovation.
Yeah, me neither.
It's hot. Oh man, that's one of the hottest places in the world, though. It's like playing golf on the quarry.
What is that background noise?
Domestic dispute.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I'll see y'all
Hey, man.
later.
Later, Mac.
See y'all later. Hey, you guys will get to meet my girl though. Come UNT game, so don't worry. Y'all meet her eventually.
All right.
All right. See y'all later.
Sounds good, man. See you later.
All right, later.
Damn. So Maddie never joined us. I'm disappointed.
I know.
Black mark that says Matt.
No, they're both me.
Oh.
Because I'm doing the camera on my iPhone.
Oh, okay.
One voice, one video. Got it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
And then my super awesome gaming headsets.
You see Gonzo on Twitter?
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a vine of all of us.
Do it for the Vine.
Destiny, what are you doing here?
So, Parenthood started recording, so the game switched over. So I don't know the score.
27-14 at the half.
All right, cool.
Hey Matt, you're not playing Destiny while you do this, are you?
No.
All right. Gotta make sure.
I'm planning on getting on that sometime tonight.
Oh, I definitely am. I was thinking about going to Freddy's, get a burger, and then go get on Destiny.
Oh, bachelor life, baby.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna finish painting our flip cup table.
Flip cup table?
Yeah.
Nice.
It was an old one apparently, but it's gonna be nice and new for next week.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right, so I guess we can go ahead and wrap it up. I think before we head out, though, I want to get everyone to give a prediction for the game this week, though. So just give a score that you're feeling and just a little blurb about how you see the game going.
Shit.
Hey, what do you think is going to be the highest jersey, too? One.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about the auctions for a little bit.
Yeah.
I think it's clear it's going to be Bogey Jarvion.
Yeah, it looks like it, which is crazy because they're both like you would think that the seniors that have been around forever would draw the biggest price, but
Isn't Kim still on top at 400 and something?
yeah, I think so.
Yikes.
And I'm out of the Jarvion, man. Digi got a little serious about it.
Yeah, I thought there was gonna be more variation in prices.
Yeah, those prices got a little too hot for me.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll wait for one of the.
I'll probably go in there and swoop up one of the like $150 ones just to frame up.
Yeah.
You know, I got too much extra weight to try to put on one of those things.
And they're stretchy, man.
They're stretchy. They're gonna stretch in the wrong places. Let me tell you.
Orange pants at the tailgate with the lead jersey, dude.
Yep.
If I had
That
some
would have been
pads
pretty sweet.
top out, maybe, but
Everybody be like, this guy takes this tailgating seriously.
like the guy at the Houston game, that picture from
Yeah, the guy that was fully decked out in pads and everything.
Had the helmet and everything.
oh yeah.
Texting Bush up there in the press box. Can you come in?
Yeah.
All right, Matt. Game prediction time. Let's go.
If we get Bogey running the show, I think we win by and Johnston comes back healthy to put some leadership on with the or exhibit some leadership with the D, get some control back there. I think we'll win by 7. Go with 24-17.
All right. Any thoughts, or are we gonna move on?
And if Carter comes out, I don't know if we move the offense the way we should because we just don't call the same plays that work as far as running the ball with Jarvion and David that we do when Bogey's out there, and I don't see us winning if Carter's out there and dinged up like they say.
I feel it. All right, Mark, you got a prediction?
You know, like Matt was saying, it depends on who's going to start. I still think we'll win the game. It's just going to depend on, I think how many points we score is going to depend on who starts. So I mean, I could totally see something like a 17-14 type of game if Tucker's playing, but then maybe something like 28-14 if he isn't. It's the same thing I felt last week. I still think we're going to win, but I don't know by how much.
No. All right, Jeff, what you got?
It's tough, man. I think we're going to win, but I don't see either team scoring more than 21. So maybe 21-14, 21-12, something like that.
Good call. That probably favors us, something like that.
Yeah. Give Bogey some confidence, but I mean, we're not going to light it up, I don't think.
Yeah, low-scoring games tend to favor the home team, I believe.
Yep. Yeah, that's a good call.
The crowd noise, too. I mean, they're already worried about that. We saw them practicing at home with the speakers cranked up and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've scored over 30 points their last 2 games, though.
Ooh. Well, they had a lot of turnovers, though. I know that FAU game, they had a 100-yard fumble return.
Yeah, very opportunistic D.
Yeah.
Right.
Like Houston last year, it seems like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh?
All right, Gonzo, if you're still there, you got a prediction?
I would probably say 21-10. It's homecoming. I don't really.
True. Very.
I think they're capable of more than we've seen, and I keep saying that they're gonna. This is the game where they come out and they're gonna show us the real road runners. But 21-10 solely because it's homecoming. Other than that, I don't know what the hell's going on with them.
Yeah, I feel it. All right, Don, what you got?
Oh, man. I say, 17-13.
Ooh.
I think it's going to be close. I think FIU is going to be a much harder opponent than FAU and New Mexico were. They're coming off a 2-game winning streak. I think they're mentally prepared for Saturday. They know what they're coming into. They've been practicing with speakers blaring all week. They've had the whole UTSA highlight video running on rerun in the locker room. They're going to be mentally ready to go. And if Bogey starts, I think he may struggle a little bit in the beginning, but in the end, I could see him getting a touchdown, us maybe having a rushing touchdown, and Ayana hopefully, getting a field goal. But, like Matt said, with Johnston coming back, bringing a little bit more leadership on the defensive side of the ball. The defensive side of the ball actually worries me more than the offensive side of the ball coming this week.
Oh, why is that? That's interesting.
Yeah.
Only because they've struggled. They've struggled for about three weeks now. Their confidence is shot.
Yeah.
It's not like, they haven't kept any team out of Houston, under 20 points. So, someone just said FIU scored, 30 points plus in their last 2 games? So they're offensively going to be, they're going to think they're going to be able to score. They're going to see what we do, as far as the quarterback position on the field. They're going to see the 10-yard conditions. They're going to, like you said earlier, if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to throw it deep.
Yep.
And they have the athletes to throw it deep. they got guys on the end that have more than enough speed to get deep. If they don't catch the ball, more likely we end up with a PI call because we're not turning back quickly. So, offensively, even though we've been anemic and struggled the last couple of weeks, I think offensively we'll be all right. I don't know if we're going to light up the scoreboard. I think we'll be able to score. We'll be able to, hopefully convert some third downs. But if we defensively continue to give up big plays and can't stop the long pass, then we're going to be in trouble because they like to go deep.
Well, you got me a lot less fired up for this game than I was like 2 minutes ago.
I mean, sorry.
I don't know. I mean, the way that I see it is I have this personal theory that anytime two bad offenses come into a game and everyone's like talking up the defense the whole time, it seems like almost every time it turns into like a high-scoring game out of nowhere. Totally unexpected.
Mid-major ball, love it.
Yeah, it's not just a mid-major thing, man. I think this goes for all levels of football because I think, the week before in practice, all you hear is, oh, both offenses suck. It's going to be a low-scoring game. So I think those offensive guys take it personally, and, they have a nice, sharp week of practice. So we'll see if my theory holds true. But right now I have, if Vogie comes in and he starts and coaches just let him run wild, I think we win, not easily, but by about 2 scores, 10 points or so. If Carter starts, if Carter starts and the coaches are going to ride with him till death, I see us losing by like 2 scores, if not more.
Death.
Yeah. So the truth is probably going to be somewhere in between there. It's probably going to be a 3-point deciding game. I haven't been able to watch a lot of FAU football this year just because I can't find game film on any app that I have or on YouTube. So it's hard for me to say exactly what to expect from FIU. I've only seen maybe 2 quarters of football from them all year. But I think really this game just comes down to UTSA because I think UTSA has the talent to beat them. And I think they have the talent to match up at every position on the field. But are they going to execute? Are they going to be mentally prepared? Are they going to be confident? Are they going to have any swagger? I have no clue. And, we're just going to show up on Saturday and see. And, we got to put aside all of our complaints with the coaching staff and with certain players, and we just got to support, be loud, hope for a pretty solid crowd for homecoming, and see how the cards play out.
Well, can we buy swagger? Because I'll pitch in.
Yeah, pass the hat around.
Hey, you can increase your bids on those jerseys, and I'll buy some swagger for next year.
Shit.
I'm going to check the box on my Roadrunner Athletic Fund donation swagger.
Swagger.
Jared, I definitely agree with you. Depends on who the QB starts, and I was all in on Team Carter before this last game.
Yeah. The thing with Carter in that last game wasn't the poorly thrown balls or the sacks or anything. To me, it was the ability for him to not pick up and to read.
Yo.
Hey, Javi, you got in the last 5 minutes.
I know, I'm sorry.
It's all good. But the thing that I was most disheartened by was that Carter seemed like he didn't read the defense before he went into the plays. It's like he just took the snap and then played off the snap. But a good quarterback's going to know where the defense is going before he snaps the ball. And I didn't see that from him at all.
I'm just tired of passes being late.
The passes being late?
I'm just tired of seeing his passes late to whether it's a receiver or a tight end, man.
I mean, how
he
many?
doesn't throw. He can't see a play and throw to where it's gonna be open.
Yeah.
He can only throw to where it is open, and by the time the ball gets there, it ain't open no more. I'm serious.
No,
okay.
I'm with you, man. I haven't seen a receiver catch the ball and strike all year.
Bugs.
All year.
I'm sorry, it just bugs the hell out of me. You can't have a receiver or tight end that's open for 5 or 6 yards as soon as the ball is snapped, and you see him 10, 12 yards down the field. By that time, the defense has had time to recover, and they catch and get tackled instead of being able to catch the ball, make a play, and not know what they be. So, I don't know.
Or like Hubble last game, who already looking back downfield and had to look back up for the ball.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Javi, do you want to pitch in with a prediction for this week? We're wrapping the show up right now, but I'll let you come in at the best part.
Oh, okay, awesome. I don't know, man. It's just so hard. I mean, we've been so disappointed the last 2 games. I've been trying to watch as much as I could on. I watched FAU again, and I rewatched my DVR on New Mexico, and I just noticed how bad the offensive line was, man. It was just horrible. If the offensive line can hold its own and just allow whoever the hell they want to put back at quarterback throw the ball, I mean, I can see UTSA winning by a lot, but I can also see them losing by a lot. It all depends on factors. For me, it has to be offensive line, but I'll go with UTSA 24, FIU 14, just a 10-point victory. Right what the line is right now.
Yep. Vegas knows.
Always trust the bookies, man.
Yep.
They know stuff.
All right, man. Closing thoughts.
Better win on Saturday, man. I can't take another loss.
I mean, if we lose, we're not.
There used to be a time when I woke up on Sunday, I could care less of who won or lost on Saturday. That's no longer the case, man. I wake up on Sunday now and I'm like, fuck the Steelers. I'm pissed because we lost last night.
It's been a bad stretch, man. Like I'm usually super pumped by today about the game, and now I'm just like, oh shit. Football.
Dude, I'm pumped for the tailgate.
Oh, dude, we're undefeated
dominating
tailgating. That's not the issue.
Yeah, that was
the
the
worst
worst
thing
last
is-
night. I had such a big tailgate, and I forgot about it after the game. It took me till Sunday to remember how great the tailgate had been.
No, it's just like potentially a huge loss because it would be our longest losing streak ever, and then there's really no hope for being bowl eligible then.
You got to go 6-1 from here to be bowl eligible.
But even if we win 6 games, there's no guarantee that we're going to get picked up for a bowl.
I seriously think we got to run the table. To even get a favorable bowl. We don't want to end up in the fucking Bahamas or in Hawaii.
Yeah, I ain't going to that shit.
Yeah. Our best options are New Mexico or Dallas.
If we can
Someone
get
say
New
Dallas?
I'd be pumped. Yeah, Heart of Dallas Bowl is on the slate this year against the Big Ten, so that'd be fun.
Indiana.
Right? Indiana's pretty much been a Conference USA team this year. They've already played 2 of us.
That's what I'm saying. Get there, and I mean, they can beat them.
They beat the crap out of
beat
UNC.
you.
didn't they?
According to I work with a ton of people from Indiana, and they all said that UTSA is a better football program than Indiana.
Crazy.
So,
Hey man, IU beat
It's
Mizzou
okay. They're a better basketball
to
program.
us.
Yeah. Man,
Love
there's
it.
an internet segment that just absolutely hates Tom Crean, and it's hysterical.
yeah. All right, man. Any closing thoughts?
They better freaking win, man.
Yeah.
They better win.
And even if it's like a 3-point win, it's still gonna be like, oh shit, we have to
whatever
go to
it
La
is.
Tech, yeah.
Right. Oh man, that's gonna be a tough one. I was gonna make that road trip, but I'm gonna have to cancel. I gotta work that weekend. Got server migration going down.
Oh.
All right, thanks for setting this up, Jarrett.
Yeah,
man,
of course.
that's
I hope
Yeah,
you guys
man,
had
very
fun.
cool.
That
Yeah, it was a
pretty
good
cool.
time.
Yeah, this is pretty cool.
For sure. Oh, Eminem rapper just joined the call.
No way.
Y'all see this?
Is it the real Slim Shady?
Is he gonna spit bars for us?
That's a good way to end it right there.
You invite him?
Mom spaghetti, let's go. No, I didn't invite him. It's open to
Yeah,
him,
man.
Music right there.
It's like chat roulette or something.
He's about to be a giant penis coming in.
Don't say without some old guys donging our camera.
Oh, he's chatting with us.
Yo.
Time's up.
Next girlfriend. All right, I'm out, guys.
All right, later.
Later, Joe.
All right, later.
You guys all come check out the trailer.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh
I'll-
man, glorious.
Stop by for sure.
Later.
All right, fellas, I'm out.
Hey, y'all saw that Trevor Spite's huddle's unlocked now, right?
No, I need to check it out.
Yeah.
I'll watch it and then go play Destiny.
I'm just gonna be miserable watching it. It was like, oh look, the guy we never offered
Yeah.
Yeah.
because he was whatever the hell. Stupid.
But, all right, y'all. I'll
Later,
catch y'all
man.
later.
All right, later, guys.
All right, later.